Everyone, it's Marina with Marina Rocks Toronto, and today we are going to show you how to make a duct tape wallet.
Using your very nice print tape, but not wasting a lot of it.
Yes.
So first off, you put your first piece of print tape down, sticky side up, and then you're going to take your normal color, whatever color you want, and you're going to start making your wallet. This is actually the inside billfold color, but you don't want to waste a lot of it. So we're only using one strip of your pattern and 7 strips that are 8 inches long of your solid color. So lay it down and then put the first piece of tape at the 1/2 inch mark. And now fold over your sticky part
Of the print.
Because this is going to be the inside of your billfold. So technically, that's your brim. Now flip it over. This is all about measurements, and if you get each measurement precisely right, it will be exactly, it'll be exactly 8 by 6 when you're done. So now this one goes at the 1 1/4 inch mark. Flip it over. This one goes at the 1 3/4 inch mark. Flip it over. This one goes at exactly the 3 inch mark, and that's going to be the middle of your wallet, so you'll have a nice, crisp, clean fold when you fold it in half.
And no stickies on the inside.
Yeah, no stickies on the inside. Very important. Now, for this part, what I do, I just flip it around, and I put my next piece right at the 6 inch mark and just flop it down onto the sticky side. That's gonna show. Okay, so here's the 6 inch mark, and now I just lay it down flat. Now I pick it up, flip it over. Yep, that's good. Okay, now this piece you are putting at the 3 1/4 inch mark. Again, flip it on this side, and your next piece of tape is going to lay exactly flat with this piece.
So there will be no sticky showing.
No sticky at all. It might seem weird, but what's going to happen is when you do your front cover, you're going to put your 1/2 inch brim right here. So there's what you have for your billfold. Okay? Now you're going to take it, fold it in half precisely. I always just put it against one of the inch marks, and I lay it down flat. Press, 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 and you're going to notice that that's where your tape mark is, because that's your 3 inch mark, and you want that exactly right there. Gives a nice, crisp, clean fold.
And no stickies on the inside of the billfold.
No stickies. Now we are going to make everything that goes inside of it. So for your pockets, which we have right here, these are simply just 3 1/2 inch strips. You need 2 of them for each pocket. So you take a 3 1/2 inch strip, lay it down, put your next piece on top, leaving a 1/4 of an inch sticky part right here that you're going to now fold over, and that gives you a crisp, clean edge for your pockets. So if you need to repeat that, you can just stop the video and go back and do that 3 times. So there's your 3 pockets. It's important that they all have the same and are the same length. Now this part is going to be the part underneath your ID window. So you can just you can do 1 piece if you'd like, but I do 2. Lay it down, and then put the next piece at a 1/2 inch up from that mark. So it's completely in total 2 1/2 inches by 3 1/2 inches. Okay, this is for underneath your ID window. Now you're going to cut your ID window once we find one. Oh, really? Found one.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So you're going to cut your ID window at exactly 3.5 inches. Here's our big secret, folks. This is what we use for our ID windows.
It's those self-laminating sheets.
Self-laminating sheet. So under here it's a sticky part, and we just don't use that part. But if you're making a wallet and you want to laminate the top of it with your design, this is perfect if it's only a small design and you don't need to fold it over. So there's our plastic for our ID window. Okay? So now we are going to make the strips that are going to hold everything down. And brims. So for this, you need your pattern tape. You're going to cut one piece that's 7 inches long. You're going to cut it in half at the 3.5 inch mark. You're going to cut another piece that's 4 inches long. And another piece that's 3.5 inches long. Okay, so I'll repeat that. 7-inch piece, cut in half, 4-inch piece, 3.5 inch piece. Okay, now what you're going to do here is cut everything up so that you have your brims. So at the 1/2 inch mark, you cut the 7-inch piece, which is actually two 3.5 inch pieces. Okay? Then you go up to the 1 inch mark, and you cut it again. Now, at this piece, you're only cutting this half here. So you're cutting that piece about in half if you can eyeball it. Your 4-inch piece, you're cutting at the 1 1/4 inch mark. And your 3.5 inch piece, you're cutting exactly in half. Okay, there you go. Now, all of these pieces here are for brims. So lift up your piece. Now you're going to line your ID window. So what you do is line it up exactly on one of your lines. Put your tape down at the 1/4 inch mark. That makes it nice and neat. And then just flip the sticky side over. Now you have your brimmed ID window. So now, this part here, the small part of the 4-inch strip, you're going to take, and this is for the bottom of your ID window. You're going to line it up straight again. Start a 1/4 inch before the ID window. Lay it down straight, and it goes a 1/4 inch over. That's to stick down your ID window. That part's ready. Now to line your 3 pockets, you simply just pick up your 1/4 inch pieces, lay your pocket down on a line at the 1/4 inch mark. Lay your pocket down on a line at the 1/4 inch mark. Put your sticky tape down. Fold the piece over. You've got a perfectly lined pocket. You're going to repeat this step with each pocket. This really reduced on how much tape we were using. In Canada, the rolls of tape here are extremely expensive. We pay $7 for a roll that's only $3.37 in the States.
Yeah.
And we don't have the Spider-Man or SpongeBob here, so we actually do get it shipped in from the States. Sorry, this is your part to glue down or tape down your pockets. So it doesn't have to be even, it's going to be hidden. So you're just putting it down to have some sticky part here to put down on your wallet. Okay, so this is 2 pockets. And your 3rd pocket, which is going to be the pocket that is showing, you want it to be nice and neat. So the first 2 don't really matter. The 3rd one, you have your long piece, and you're going to line that one up perfectly, put it down at 1/4 inch, slide it across so that it's even, and that is your third pocket with the long piece on the bottom. Okay, now these pieces, what I do is just lift them up and put them sticky side up on the table, ready for me to use when I need them. And now we are going to assemble our wallet, and before you know it, right before your eyes, it's going to appear, and you're going to have a beautiful wallet that has hardly used any of your high quality patterned Duct brand duct tape, which by the way, we are using exclusively now. So, okay, first off, you start with your pockets, one of the ones with just a little bit, and I try and eyeball it. I start about a 1 1/4 inch, about 1/4 inch, and then halfway in between 1/2 inch. So like that, and I press it down. Next one, I like to show a little bit of the inside pocket color. So I move it down a little bit, and right now I'm at the 3/4 inch mark. Pressing it down, and your third pocket is the one that is going to actually go over to the other side. So you press it down, lift up your wallet, and this sticky side you're simply flipping over, sticking it down to the other side. And don't worry, that is going to be covered, so it doesn't matter what it looks like. Now you're going to stick down your ID window. So again, I line it up, and I try and make it even with the pockets. Press it down. Now you take the sticky piece that you made for underneath your ID window, and I lift the ID window up, and I place that right at the bottom, and then I press it down. Lift your ID pocket back up, press, pick up your wallet, and again, same thing. You're just pushing the sticky side to that way. So there you can see how nice and neat that looks already. And now all you're going to do, you're taking your 4-inch strip that you had cut, you're placing it a 1/2 inch down from the bottom of your wallet and overlapping your pockets by 1/4 inch. And then you line it up straight with that line, press, 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 lift up the inside of your wallet, press that piece to the inside, and as you can see, it's perfectly lined up right there, so you don't have any overlap on your lining of your brim. And then this piece, you're simply pushing down on the other side. So there's the middle of your wallet, nice and neat. Now you take your 1/2 3.5 inch strip, line it up. I do a 1/2 inch in, press it down, perfectly lined up, press, 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 flip your wallet over, put that sticky side down. Make sure not to put these two pieces together right here. You don't want them sticking together. Now what you're going to do is open up your wallet, and that sticky piece you're going to press down, and as you can see again, it's a 1/2 inch. So it matches up perfectly with that brim. And you're going to do the exact same with this side. Line it up to the side of a line. Put it at the 1/2 inch mark. Line it up to the top. Sometimes you're lucky with prints and you will actually get where you get the face right here, and it looks pretty cool. Again, flip your wallet over, put the sticky side down, press, 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 open it up, and that flippy piece there, tuck on the inside. So this is what your wallet is going to look like so far. If you look like this, you are right. So don't stress if your wallet looks like this. Don't stress if it looks like that and you think it looks funny. Everything is good. Now you're going to take your pattern tape.
Is there enough tape on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to take your pattern tape and you're going to make your front cover. So you're going to put it down on the 1 inch mark or wherever you want to place it. Place your wallet down, making sure that it's exactly 8 inches, and it is. So you're going to cut it at the 8 inch mark. And now if you're lucky, you can match your pattern up. And you want this to be about 3.5 inches because you want to have a nice fold over line at the top for your brim.
Apparently she has 2 eyes now.
Yeah, I'm fixing it, don't worry.
I think that's good.
There we go.
As good as we can get.
Yep. Some patterns they do. They match up absolutely perfectly. Mario Brothers is amazing for that.
Yeah.
And it matches right at about the right length that you want for your brim. So this is actually a little bit short here, as you can see. It's just a little tiny bit. So it's up to you whether you want to add another piece and cut it at the 4.5 inch mark. I think we will because it makes it look nice and neat. And nope, it needs to go down a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. So now you cut this again. Now take your ruler and cut right at the 3.5 inch mark.
4.
Nope, 3.5 inch mark. I'm up an inch on the cutting board, that's why. So there's, from here to here is 3.5 inches, from here to here is 8 inches. And this is your cover. So now what you do, take your wallet, lift up your front cover, place your wallet down, match the bottom perfectly, press, 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 and now you have your 1/2 inch right here that's sticky, and you're just going to flip that to the inside. Now what I do is I stretch the wallet. Because I've put on a cover, I just kind of pull on it like this, and it, I guess, gives some room on the top. Now I fold it in half, and I simply, from the corners, I go in towards the middle of the wallet, and I press it. And there you go. There's your duct tape wallet. Now all you need to do is take your exacto, cut where your pockets are and your ID window, and then I open them to make sure that they're cut. See, that one didn't cut. Now we can show you. These are 3.5 inch pockets. Fits perfectly.
And it does not show over.
Nope, doesn't show over. A normal size credit card. There you go. And the ID window. There you go. Thanks for watching.
Folds over evenly with the cards in it.
Yes. And there's how thin it is. It looks wonderful. So you have now reduced the amount of your pattern tape that you have to use. Thanks for watching, everyone.
You rock and be creative. Bye.